it was a different kind of Passover, to say the least. I remember right when we sat down, Philip leaned over to me and whispers, "Hey, Thomas, I feel like something special's gonna happen tonight." I looked at him. I said, "I doubt it." I was wrong. Jesus got up from the table and he walked over and grabbed the basin of water and a towel. I'm thinking, what's Jesus doing with the foot water? I doubt he's going to wash somebody's feet. I was wrong. He knelt down and began to wash Bartholomew's feet. Bart just sat there. He didn't say anything. He didn't move. None of us did. Jesus finished and went over to James and Andrew and the rest of us. I'm thinking, this is so strange, but yet wonderful. And I thought, I doubt anybody's going to say anything right now. I was wrong. You know who broke the silence? Peter.
No way are you going to wash our feet. That's what I told him. He could wash other people's feet, but he wasn't going to wash mine. So I looked at him. I said, Jesus, you're not going to wash my feet. I mean, you're the king. And he looked at me and he said, well then, you can't have anything to do with me. I'm like, ouch. Okay, you can wash my feet. You can wash my hands. Wash my whole body if you have to. And he looked at me and he said, no, your feet will be just fine, Peter. In the midst of washing our feet, he taught us how to be servants.
Then Jesus took some bread and some wine. He blessed it and he served it to us. He said it was a new covenant with his blood. And he said, tonight all of you will lose faith in me. That time I'm thinking, lose faith in you? Never. But I didn't say anything. It just sat there.
I couldn't just sit there. I had to say something. So I looked at him and I said, Jesus, I love you. You can count on me. The others might fall away, but I won't. You can count on me. Then he looked at me and he even smiled. He said, Peter, you'll deny me 3 times before morning. Ouch. Next thing I know, we're wrapping things up and we're heading to the garden to pray.
So once we got to the garden, it really got crazy. Jesus asked Peter, James, and myself to go further in the garden with him and pray. We did. We definitely tried. We kept falling asleep. Jesus kept waking us up. I remember very clear he told me, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's so true. It's all a blur. And to think this whole mess got started because of Judas. Did he really think what he was doing was right?
There he is. He's the one you want. The one praying by himself. Now the others, they'll try to come up and make some kind of scene. But the one I kiss on the cheek, that's the one you want. Now, 30 pieces for this, right? 30 pieces? That's what we agreed on? Now forget the rest. The one I kiss on the cheek, that's the one you want.
A kiss? Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss of a friend? It got crazy. Peter grabs a sword and he cuts off this guy's ear. And Jesus just reached in and picked it up and put it right on the guy's head, as if nothing had happened. And then they took him. I'd love to tell you that we fought for him, but we didn't. Everyone ran. I ran. I'm so ashamed.
What have I done? What have I done? Was I so stupid to think I've killed him? I've killed him! I've crucified Jesus!
I crucified Jesus. It's what the crowd wanted, and that's what they got. Personally, I don't think that man did anything to deserve that. I was just a soldier doing my job. When the governor gave his sentence, that's when I would go to work. I loved that job. I felt like I was administering justice every time I nailed someone to a tree. That man didn't deserve it. Didn't make sense to me.
Makes no sense. There I was, rotting in a jail cell for stealing, murder, you name it, I had done it. I knew the next time that I stepped out of that jail cell, that was it. And then the guards, they came and got me. And they took me and put me beside this man who had been beaten to a bloody pulp. And Governor Pilate was asking the people, which one of these men do you want me to set free? I mean, it was obvious. They were going to say, let Jesus go. And then I'd tell them where to go. But the crowd, they started chanting, Barabbas. They were saying my name. They were saying my name over and over again. Well, soldiers pushed me into the crowd, and then they took this Jesus off to Golgotha. You know, there I was, marked for death. And instead, I'm free. Makes no sense. So I followed him all the way to Golgotha.
I was stationed in Golgotha that day. They just raised the second criminal when they brought him to me. I'll never forget the way he looked. He had been beaten, spit on, whipped. He was unrecognizable as a man. Hideous. What was left of his clothes were stripped off of him and he was thrown down on the cross. That's when I would go to work. Generally, when you crucify a man, the first hand is the most difficult. The criminal wants to get away, he fights you. So I would have 2 soldiers hold him down, but this guy, he didn't put up a fight. I just thought he was exhausted. As an executioner, I've been called every name in the book. I've had men yell at me, plead with me. But I wasn't prepared for it. He looked at us. He looked at me. And he said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. He forgave me.
Forgive them. Forgive them, he said. Who is he? Forgive? I should have been the one up there. I was supposed to be the one hanging on that cross. He took my place. Then I looked up, and I remember he took a deep, agonizing breath. And he said, "It is finished." Then he died.
Surely, this man was the Son of God.